Very good afternoon, everyone. I would like to welcome you all for today's session where we are going to present our topic, which is automatic attendance system using facial recognition. So before I start, let me introduce myself. I am Pawan B. Patel, and my teammates are Amruta MS, Tejas Krishna, Suhas S. And our project guide is Professor Shobha. So to begin with, the first and foremost thing, why are we working on attendance? As we know, attendance is one of the most important factor which is taken into consideration for person's growth. Attendance is recorded in each and every educational institutions and professional sectors. Well, this reminds me of a fact that students with 75% or more attendance have greater understanding of subject compared to students who have less than 75% attendance. And also, me being an hypnotist myself, I can assure you that if a student attends a class and if he or she doesn't pay attention, I repeat, even if a student doesn't pay attention, there is a part of a subconscious brain which grasps all the topic and subject. So the next time when they open the same topic or subject, knowingly or unknowingly, they will be having a partial understanding. Now, after knowing the importance of attendance, how can we compromise with it? The main motivation for us is to come out of this existing system where teacher or lecturer calls out the name of a student, which is a pretty tedious task to conduct. And also it has a low accuracy when there are a large number of students. So why not automate it with facial recognition and come out of this existing system?
Talking about existing system, the first ever method that came into existence was a attendance system was a manual one. In manual attendance system, teacher used to call each student name after one after the other, which is a tedious task and even a time consuming task. And it was not an accurate system. So to overcome this, we proposed later on, they proposed access card system. Though it was a hassle to manage these key cards, they were still heavily used because there weren't a better option. Making high investment did not turn out to be a good move as it failed to produce good accuracy. As time evolved and the technology started improving, the popularity towards the biometric increased. The people started to believe that biometric was safe in terms of security and had less human involvement. Hence, fingerprint attendance system was introduced, but it couldn't turn up to be a successful system as it has many limitations. The first limitations was it took a lot of space, that is around 240 kb, which increases the storage space, as well as it had a very high error rate due to its scanning difficulties. So to overcome all these drawbacks, we have come up with a very better solution.
Keeping in mind of all the drawbacks of the existing systems mentioned by Amruta here, in our proposed system, we developed an automated attendance system using facial recognition techniques. Facial recognition technique is an emerging technology which matches a human face from an image or a video frame against a database of faces and recognized faces. Facial recognition can be done by these following methods: classical face recognition algorithms, artificial neural networks, Gabor wavelengths, facial descriptor based methods, 3D based face recognition, and video based recognition. In the beginning stage of our system, we are going to enroll the students by taking images of them. Next, we are going to store the images in a data set and we are going to train the data. Once the data has been trained, we detect the faces of the student using a camera and we are going to match the detected face with the pre-trained data set. If the recognized face is being present in the data set, the attendance is going to be recorded.
As we discussed about the proposed system, now let's see the objectives behind it. To begin with, this system provides valuable attendance service. As Pawan mentioned earlier, how important attendance is, in which it is beneficial to lecturers. Like lecturers need not to call out each student's names, which becomes hectic for lecturers and time consuming if there are large number of students in a class, in which it also reduces the manual process error by providing automated and reliable attendance system. As mentioned above, in large class, one student can give the attendance of another, which is a bit hard to recognize by lectures and also a malpractice. But in this system, these are reduced as it recognizes all the faces of students who are present in class. As it is automated, it is quite impossible to make these type of errors, thus increase the privacy and security. When lecturers need to check the status of any student's attendance, they must search in entirely manually handled register and give the result. Whereas in this system, it provides monthly reports and time-to-time updates. So any lecturers can check the student's attendance whenever necessary. As we all know, maintaining students' attendance record regularly and monitoring them are burdensome. But in this system, as it stores directly in database, it is easier for lecturers to edit, maintain, retrieve, and monitor the records.
In our initial plan, we are planning to take the data from appropriate input, like example camera. In the next step, pre-processing is being done, which is an important step to get the training set of phases. The training dataset and the testing dataset is being done using pre-processed libraries. In the next step, feature extraction is being done, which is done to extract the main features of the human face like eyes, nose, mouth, etc. Feature extraction is the most important step in the facial recognition. The results of the extraction is taken as input for our classification. Classification has many can be done by various algorithms like PCA, KNN, and SVM. After the classification is being done, it is matched with the training data set and the recognition of face is done. If the face is recognized, the attendance will be recorded. Thank you.
With this, we end our presentation. Thank you.
No, you should ask if anybody has questions before concluding. Ask if participants have any questions, any queries.
Anyone has any questions?
Kavya ma'am wants to see your objectives. Can you go to the objective slides? One suggestion what Kavya ma'am is telling is the objectives have been written as features. So you narrow down the objectives and use better words to write your objectives. And when I went through your slides yesterday, I said I have few suggestions or few corrections to be incorporated. So this is not new. Actually, attendance, automated attendance, it has been done by your seniors. If you look into the repository, project report repositories, you will find one of your senior batch have worked on this on similar problem. So what I want you to do here is, I want you to take some challenges. I want you to address some challenges which is faced by this particular problem, and try to address that. So fine, you have done enough survey on this. How many papers in total have you read?
We read many papers, but we brought down to 3 papers.
No, you can't say many. You should.
Ma'am, we are using 3 papers now.
You are presenting 3 papers, but 3 is not sufficient. How many papers have you gone through?
I guess around 9 or 10 now.
Okay. You didn't find any challenges there?
Ma'am, we just found out that recognizing faces of twins is difficult.
How are you going to address that issue?
So we need to look into it.
Okay, you can take this as one of the challenges and try to address it,
Yes, ma'am.
provided you get the data set for this. So
Sure.
the twins should be part of the same classroom, and
Yes, ma'am.
that is also a requirement. So provided you get to have a data set, I think you can address this issue as well. And one more suggestion, what I want you to incorporate is add flavors of database here. So you said
Sure.
it is going to give manual reports to lecturers, right?
Yes, ma'am.
As to the current status of periodically it gives
Yes,
the manual
Updates.
reports of what
Monthly reports, ma'am.
yeah, that's fine. And one more suggestion is, can you incorporate a feature which sends notifications to those students who are not meeting the attendance requirements? So I want the system to generate a notification, say
Yes, ma'am.
SMS or so, and send it to the corresponding students who have shortage of attendance. So in
Sure,
that
ma'am.
case, you will have to maintain a database repository wherein the phone numbers of the students are also stored. And it is automatically sending notifications to students who have shortage of attendance every month.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
just incorporate this so that you are adding a bit of advancement compared to what was done by your senior batch. And
Sure, ma'am.
it is nice that you have identified one of the challenges, that is identifying twins is a challenge in a day. Provided you get data set, supporting data set, I think you can take it as one of the objectives, because it is a challenging objective.
Ma'am, for the data set, we
uh,
start off enrolling the students at first and taking their own faces as recognizing it later.
you want to collect your own data set?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to do it for our own database,
Like our example for 10 to
our
15
college or our
students.
section, one of the sections?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
For that, you all need to come to the class college, right?
Yes, ma'am.
ಅದಾಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡಿ. It is always good you work on your own data set. If that is not possible, you try to look for a standard database wherein ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾವ ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ the other idea is also very nice.
Yes, ma'am.
ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನೀವು ಒಂದು ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರಿ ಅಲ್ಲ,
Yes, ma'am.
ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ manual control to the classroom was also based on ಇದು face recognition.
Yes, ma'am. 2019 paper.
ಅಲ್ವಾ? Can
Uh,
you just look into that? ಅದೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೋಡಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. If it is feasible, provided it is feasible.
yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay,
we'll
if
see
it is
to it.
feasible, you can see whether you can add that objective as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You just Deepthi ma'am check ಮಾಡಿ.
Any other questions?
Yeah. First of all, you are using face recognition here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what is the technique used here to detect the face? Any approach?
Ma'am,
Deep learning methods, ma'am.
Learning methods we are using, ma'am.
Yeah. So, what do you mean by deep learning? Can you hear me?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me, what is deep learning?
It is something like a human brain, ma'am, which is used to process the data, just like how we process the data.
So is
Well,
that a supervised, huh?
yes, ma'am. Like
Artificial neural
which
network.
is used to detect the objects, and like we can also recognize speech using deep learning.
Okay. Can you tell me the flow of your project, that how it is going to work?
Yes.
Amruta, change the slide.
First, we're gonna take the input and detect the face using deep learning methods. We're gonna
Yes.
extract feature extraction is gonna be done using PCA or CNN. We have to decide between those two.
Okay.
And after the feature extraction is done, the classification is going to be done by a support vector machine.
Okay, fine. Finally, you are developing a web application, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So the students who have registered at the end of each class, he is going to give the biometric.
At the starting or
Yeah, tell me.
Sorry to interrupt. ನೀವೇನು
yes, ma'am.
SVM ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ನ್ಯೂರಲ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಅದು ಇನ್ನೂ ಡಿಸೈಡ್
SVM
ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ
ಅಂದ್ರೆ
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಅದು.
ನೀವು ಒಂಚೂರು ಮಿಷಿನ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ.
ಅದು ಫುಲ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ನ ಹೋಗಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ.
SVM ಅಂದ್ರೆ 60 ಜನ ಇದ್ರೆ 60 ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 60 ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು. SVM is not feasible. When you said there is a conflict, deep learning use ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತಿರಲ್ಲ, just look into deep learning methods.
Yes, ma'am.
ಹೆಂಗೆ ನ್ಯೂರಲ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂಚೂರು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
Yes, ma'am.
ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂಚೂರು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. At this point it is fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So that's what ಅದೇ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರತಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮುಗ್ದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆನೆ ಬಯೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತಾ?
Ma'am,
How it is going to work?
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಬಯೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಇದು.
ಫೇಸ್ CCTV ಇಂದ ಇಮೇಜ್ ನ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆ ಇಮೇಜ್ ನ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಫೇಸ್ ನ ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್.
Through CCTV.
ಎಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಹೈ ಎಂಡ್ CCTV ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
So through CCTV we will get video, right? So that videos you will divide into images again, because
Yes, ma'am,
input image anta ide.
Yes, ಅದೇ
ಯಾವ್ದಾರ
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್
ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಅಂತ.
We'll take a particular frame, detect it, and we have to align each and every person.
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, ma'am.
We will conclude the meeting.
No, ma'am. Shobha, ma'am.
Victor.
Ah.
Victor, I guess Victor sir asked few questions.
Yes, ma'am, please. Yeah, it is not kind of a question, it's kind of a general observation. I hope they will not, ma'am. Usually I've noticed some students, I don't want to generalize, they don't like, being given advice on what to do, but it is for our own good. So the first thing is this. Since you are doing a facial recognition system, what happens when I superimpose someone's photo? Just show it to you. Said now you will take camera and just capture, okay? And
Yes,
then
sir.
how do you want to place the camera? Can you just tell exactly? Are you going to use existing camera in the college, or you want to purchase new ones? Like how exactly? Yeah, how do you want to capture the face? That's the first thing. How? Because Deepti ma'am just pointed out now.
We want to capture the image in the way where the whole class can be viewed in the camera.
That is true. That is true. What type of camera do you think can do that? What type of camera? Your phone camera?
No, sir. Phone camera is not enough.
Then, do you know the name of the camera that can capture the whole face and it will be very clear? Because see, I know this is the very basic, I mean, you are still at the first stage, okay? But look at the challenges that you're going to face. The challenges are so much. Now you don't want video, first thing. So we don't have that access in the college where you can actually capture the entire face, okay? So some people will, it will look like selfie only. As it goes further down the line, some images will be missing. How about images that are occluded? How about images that are blurred? How about images that are, so you see, this is very challenging capturing it. So I want to know, how exactly are you going to capture this? Do you know the name of the camera that can capture all those images in high resolution? It was used in Obama campaign, even during Trump's campaign and some stuff. Those cameras are highly expensive, first thing, okay?
Yes,
So the problem here is, what if just think of this, you have your laptop, okay? It uses your face, okay?
yes,
Facial recognition. I take a high resolution photo and then I will just show it in front of the camera. Don't you think it will give me access? It will log in, right? Have you tried that?
no, sir.
Have you tried that?
No,
Okay,
sir.
you try it. You
Yes,
try
sir.
it.
Yes.
Take your own face, okay, in high resolution. Take a photo
sir.
of that and show it to your camera only, your deck, whatever, your laptop webcam. It will recognize and authenticate. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
the problem here is, first thing, capturing the image is going to be a very challenging problem for you guys. Now, next thing is this. You remember, everybody cannot just pose, right? Remember, you want to reduce time, no? Time complexity you want to reduce. Because
Yes,
think
sir.
about it. Think about it. In the class, all the professors knows who is there and who is not there. So I can say, okay, fine, this person is there, this person is not there. I'll finish the attendance in 5, 3 or 4 minutes. Do you think when everybody sits, you tell, oh, sit nicely, sit like this? In which orientation are you going to capture this? Okay, so it's okay, say you have the camera now. How are you going to address it? And what exactly is the size of the data set you are thinking of? Because without big data, there is no deep learning. Okay, so if you want to do that now, think that you want to capture, say, in an assembly hall, right? You guys came for, maybe you went to the auditorium, and in that there are 300 people. In how many views are you going to capture this, right? What happens
Yes, sir.
now when everybody comes with mask? Everybody, they are coming with mask. Okay, as college reopens, they will come with mask. Did you even look at those things? So you see, the challenges will be very, very difficult. And finally, you see your objective. Please just go to the objective.
Sir.
Okay, so you see here, provides valuable attendance service for both teachers and students. How is this an objective? That looks like a deliverable. Okay, what you expect from this project? You have to provide valuable attendance service for both teachers and students. Reduce manual process errors by providing automated and reliable attendance system. That looks like a deliverable. Increase privacy and security, which student cannot present himself or her, Reduce monthly reports for lecturers, It's like you catch hold of Shoba ma'am, okay? She has to, you help take her help and define your objective properly, okay? But really, this project is very, very good, okay, if you guys can do a very good job. And I don't know about the papers which you refer. I said it also in the previous presentation. Please ensure you refer good quality papers to have a good understanding of what they are doing. Can I see the papers? Okay,
So
the first one can go. Second one, okay, fine. Yeah, third one, okay, fine. Okay. But yeah, okay, this is fine, okay? So please just look into this and then find, okay? I know definitely this is it's a very good project, seriously. But please remember, you should first of all think of the challenges, okay? And think of how you're going to overcome this. And then you define your objective properly and then work through it, okay? Thank you guys.
sir.
And yeah, okay.
Thank you for the suggestion, sir. We'll work
Thank
on
you,
it.
sir.
we'll work on it, sir.
Shoba ma'am, I'm done. Please, you can tell them to wind up.
Okay. We will conclude.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, everyone.